You guys see the TikTok of the girl who smoked a joint through her Starbucks straw?
Oh
No,
yeah,
I did.
fucking engineer would have invented the wheel if they were around like fucking.
It's gotta be great for you,
100
right?
years
Oh,
ago.
I forgot to change the height. This means nothing.
If you like put a stoner on Earth when like humanity was first spawned in, and like
First
told them they could have the
spawned.
world's first blunt if they invented the wheel, dude, they would have done that shit in like 3 days.
Well, I think if you took me back to that time, I could probably invent the wheel in like less than 1 day.
Yeah, because you know what it is already.
Yeah, but are you not taking a stoner from the modern day and putting them back in time? Otherwise, how do they know what a
No,
blunt is?
you're just like taking that era person, you're giving them a bunch of fucking weed in like a lab somewhere, and then they're like, oh, I love weed, and then like you're like, okay, now your trial begins, and then you put them in the world, and then you're
Oh,
like,
I
invent a
see.
wheel, and we will give you a joint, and they go like, weed.
Invent the wheel. They're like, ah, yes, I know exactly what he means.
Invent something, make a car, and they're like, oh, I know what a car is.
It's like how in PUBG you start on Spawn Island and there's like all the guns on the table. Then when
Yes,
you
but it's joints.
exactly, you got a gravity bong, you got the one that's hooked up to like the car motor, you got an apple, you got an old 2-liter with a little hole ripped in it with someone's car keys. But then when you
guy
drop
really
out of the
knows.
airplane and you land in the caveman days, you gotta all you're finding are belts.
Make a light bulb.
Do you think that
It really isn't.
if you went back to the prehistory, what is the most technologically advanced thing you think you could make?
Computer.
I think about this all the time.
You're the smartest man of all time.
Yeah.
What did he say?
He said the computer.
It's a computer.
You could do that? You know, bro, before computers, there was a boat with a fucking computer on it. They found it.
Wait, what?
What does it mean?
No, it's real. Someone Google that. There was a fucking.
What is he
They found
talking about?
like a clock, or like a computer on a boat before any trace of.
Before computers, there was a
talking
computer
about?
on
Anything smart, they found some motherfucker that made a computer on a boat.
That's
But
true.
the boat was like a shipwreck or something, and they didn't know who made it.
delayed star.
It might have been a clock. It might have been an automatic clock or something. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't a computer, but it was something cool that they found way before like anything like that had been made.
I mean, what is a clock but a computer that only has one app on it?
Okay, let me Google this for us. Computer discovered on a boat long
Before
time ago.
computers.
Yeah, a 2,000-year-old computer
Antique
mechanism helped the ancient Greeks understand the universe, man.
True.
2,000 years ago, they were building computers. Try be that, Justin.
I will. Watch me.
I think
go
I'd
back in
invent
time
like a
and
new
build a
shape.
computer.
I mean, you could definitely invent agriculture, right? That's like a big one. All you got to do is put seeds in the ground.
Crop rotation.
That shit like set humanity forward like crazy.
Dude,
Yeah, but
the
seeds were
first
already
dude
just,
to
like,
make a loaf of bread must have been like crazy.
Definitely,
Like, they were
those
rocking
motherfuckers
with
just
him.
eating the wheatgrass. Like these, like check this out, sandwich.
And they were like, holy, what
Dude, you
Oh,
get
yeah?
to be
Put-
chief this year.
Put that shit on the fire. Check this out.
Whoa, toasted sandwich.
Smush that shit between two hot plates.
Yo, take a picture of it with Justin's computer.
Yes.
Take a picture with this camera that gives an AI prompts to generate an image
No,
that looks
no,
like
no.
exactly what you're looking at.
You think bread tasted like shit back then, or you think it tasted better?
Better?
I think
Probably
it.
didn't have salt.
I think it tasted like shit for like a long time, and then it
Yeah.
probably tasted amazing in like 1870, and then it's gotten worse. That's just my opinion based on almost
Yeah, that's
nothing.
fair. That's not.
Before
Yeah, you know what? I
capitalism
believe you.
took over the bread industry.
Exactly. Maybe bread peaked in like the early 1900s, but definitely at the invention of Wonder Bread,
Oh, wow.
it started to trend down. I did 9.00.
Oh, wasn't
Yo,
oh
lying.
Justin?
They're calling
Wasn't
you that.
original bread just like like it was bare minimum ingredients with like no taste?
Yeah, there used to
There's
be
probably,
like bark and
flour
stuff
water.
in it, like when there were famines and stuff, they would put tree bark in it. But I bet if you were like a king in 1874, the bread fucking hit, dude.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
much
yeah,
butter,
absolutely.
probably.
Yeah, you were also probably like sick of it. You're like, oh, bread again, really? Fucking asshole.
Wow.
Dickhead king. Fuck you. I bet. Can you imagine though, like being in Europe in the Middle Ages and like there's no coffee? Like, what are you doing?
No coffee, no
Energy drink?
potatoes,
My
no
ass would be
tomatoes.
tired, man. I can't imagine like an Italy without tomatoes.
It's wild, right?
Yeah, it is wild.
They didn't have tomatoes?
I
No, it's a
know.
new crop.
Imagine like dying at 30 and people being like, "He lived a long life," you know?
Wait, people were dying. How did we make it this far? If people were dying like that,
And medicine, a big part of it.
they were really fucking back then to keep up their
Nutrition as
population.
well.
Yeah, nutrition and medicine and like sanitation.
Oh
Yep.
no, like I mean, like how did we not like wipe out with like how early everyone
Oh.
died? Not like how
True.
did we keep going?
What blows my mind is like how we ever got here to begin with. Like we
Yeah,
were
don't even think about it.
like we were on like the savannah with like lions and saber-toothed tigers and shit. Like it was like a privilege to die of tuberculosis in the medieval era versus living out in the Serengeti getting hunted down by nature's predators. Like, and we were just like apes. You know what I mean?
Maybe
Like,
that's
we were
maybe
just
that's why it
chilling.
was okay.
Like we don't.
Yeah,
we
maybe
were
all the
all
animals are
together.
like friends. If you could
I
go
hear
back to that time for a single day, would you?
No, absolutely not.
Why?
If I was guaranteed to survive, yeah.
Okay, if I was guaranteed to survive, I think it would be kind of funny to go back
I'd peep,
then.
yeah.
Because they wouldn't appreciate it at all, but I would. I'd be like, you guys are so stupid.
They would probably kill you.
I was guaranteed to not die.
That's true. They did say guaranteed to not die.
Yeah, if I was going in a little bubble that no one could like pierce or do anything to, I'd take the time travel bubble.
I would,
Because I
Imagine
feel
all the
like-
vaccines you'd have to get.
dude. I would go back and give him the first goatsy. And then you go back in the time machine and you like are on the beach and there's like a half broken statue of a dude prolapsing his own anus and you're like, no,
I think they were way ahead of you. on that
no.
Yeah, they didn't have anything to do back then.
Yeah, they were
probably
goat-seeing all the
They were
time,
gaping
dude.
like crazy.
I guess so.
I think that's how they like that was their mating call.
game. That was how they greeted each other.
Dude, people always like if I went back in time like that, I would just do a bunch of cool shit and be crowned like a god because I can do everything that they don't know how to do. But like, if you go back then and no one knows how to make fire and you make fire, like they're killing you. Like the dude who first made fire probably just got murdered because they're like, I don't trust him. And then like they caught on, they're like, wait, that was actually kind of warm and like we cooked something on it. Maybe
I
we
would
should
just
actually keep making it.
Go back in time with a giant black obelisk and plant it somewhere.
He's Kubrick pilled. That's a reference to Stanley Kubrick's 2001: A Space
just-
Odyssey.
See what
I'd
they
go
do.
back with a motorbike and I'd drive it around.
Yeah, I did shit on the first one and good on the second one.
It would be sick to go back with just like a Magic the Gathering card or something like that. Just leave it somewhere and see how it affects the course of human history.
A single iPod Touch.
Oh fuck, man! They wouldn't know how to charge it for so long.
What album would you put on the iPod Touch though?
Ed Sheeran, the whatever one he has.
One Ed Sheeran album. Can you imagine them picking up putting the headphones in and then it's playing Ed Sheeran and they're like, oh, oh, they're so scared. They're like pointing their sticks at the iPod Touch because the Ed Sheeran, the least offensive music of all time, is playing.
Wipes out humanity because they all like explode.
Oh man, we're so dumb. Like as a species.
Man, you were talking about how humans got here based on like living on the savannah. I was thinking about like life on the planet. I went
you
deeper,
know,
and that's
it's
like an existential like
fucking like
problem.
amoeba fucked a mitochondria or something like that.
Where'd the
Just like
amoeba
germs
come
and shit, right?
from?
I think it's like amoeba was like Chris Tucker, and then the mitochondria was like Jackie Chan, and they decided that their powers combined would create something better than the sum of their parts.
Dude, I feel like the computer boat thing is gonna be one of the things where like everyone's like, "Oh, Chipley, so silly, so goofy and stupid," and then there's gonna be one person that writes a big paragraph somewhere, and they're like, "Actually, he's right. Here's the Wikipedia entry about it." And then everyone's like, "Holy Chip Nation in history."
I'm picturing like
that
an
gonna be like-
old like Chinese junk, but then with like a yellowed plastic PC tower, like just in the bottom
It
of
was
it.
a Mac.
with the CRT or something like that.
It had Pong on it, man.
The trackball mouse. Oh, well, good race, good race.